Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. A lot of players asking me always which is your favorite tank, and I always say I don't have a favorite tank. I have always, for example, it depends on which class, which tier 10, 8, 7 or whatever. For each class and each tier I have my favorite tank, and in this video we're going to talk about the best performing tier 10 tank destroyer in the game. But not only that, this is the tank, the Badger. The Badger is the best tier 10 tank destroyer performing right now in the game, but also the best tier 10 performing in point of relative win rate. So if you have a look here at let's say for players who got 55 to 65% win rate, that's actually most of the players have, or the average player between 45 and 55%. We can see there both of them got the Badger on the top, and also the same tanks like the Minotauro, the XM66F, the Object 268 version 4, and the MsNZL. Those are the best performing tanks in tier 10 and point of win rate. That means also efficiency, damage, and winning battles. So we can see on the top is the Badger, also here Minotauro, XM66F, the Object 268 version 4, and the MsNZL, etc. But let's talk about the top 5 if you want to, for example, have a better win rate, and if you want to grind your win rate, just play with those tanks, because after all the buffs and nerfs, those tanks appeared in the top right now because they are just the best, and maybe some of them got buffed or didn't got nerfed or just stayed like that, and yeah, they appeared in the top because other tanks got some changes, got nerfed maybe, and in the past we got also other tanks, but here it's about the update 11.1, okay, and we got right now the Badger on the top with a high win rate, and those tanks got something common, okay. If you have a look, Badger, Minotauro, XM66F, Object 268 version 4, what does these tanks have in common? Is stupid strong armor, very strong armor. At the same time, the difference between, for example, the Minotauro and the Badger, both got an insane frontal armor, but why the Badger is on the top? Because the Badger got one of the highest CPM in the game, and between the all tier 10 tank destroyers. The same for the XM66F, this tank got also a sick strong frontal armor, at the same time good mobility and a turret we can rotate and a fast reload time, that means high TPM. The Object 268 version 4 is sick frontal armor but less CPM, for example, than the Badger. MsNZL is not also surprised because this tank is really a fast heavy tank. It's kind of a heavium tank with a very strong 2 shells with a fast reload time. At the same time, it's a no-2 reloader and a high alpha damage, and at the same time a good turret which can be played hull down. But we're gonna focus here on this video in this video on the FV217 Badger, the best performing tier 10 tank destroyer, let's say the king of the tank destroyers right now in the game. Of course, with the Object, in my opinion, 268 and the Object, the Object 263 and the Object 268 version 4, also the XM66F. But we can see there, number one, the king on the top is the Badger, and I got for you an insane battle to showcase you again this tank and to show you why this tank is number one and point of best win rate in the game and the best performing tier 10 tank in the game. Let's go. So why this tank is special and why this tank is very different to the other TDs? Because if you play with a tank destroyer, that means you're going to chill and relax in your TD spot and wait if you will be able to do some damage. Because most of the tanks got a paper armor, or for example, if we take the Death Star, which is one of the love TDs, a lot of players play with it because of the memes video done by other content creators, or the Jagdpanzer E100. Also, it's a meme tank with a powerful gun. Those tanks, for example, the Death Star got no armor at all. The Jagdpanzer got armor, but it's very, very slow, and we have a long reload time. Things not that high TPM like the Badger. With the Badger, you can play it really differently than other tanks because we have a good mobility, we have a good speed, and it's easy to play. The only thing what we should do is to show always your frontal armor to the enemy. Try not to get pushed and surrounded by the enemy. That's what I'm doing here. I'm pushing actually, but if I see a medium or another heavy tank, I just fall back a bit. so that I keep distance, so that they have no chance to surround me from the back, because that's really deadly for me if a medium tank surrounds me. But if you do this, always showing your frontal armor, push on the enemy, we will block a lot of damage and of course deal a lot of damage in a short time. We got here with this vehicle, we are talking about I think 3800 dBm or more with this vehicle, so I mean it's really on the top tanks and point of dBm in this game. And yeah, the combination of this insane gun, insane accuracy, insane penetration, and insane frontal armor and mobility, yeah, make this tank just special and OP. And a lot of vehicles, a lot of tanks will struggle to pen your armor. You will block a lot of damage with this vehicle, and at the same time we are also able to deal a lot of damage. Here we go with the HE shell, 600 damage per shot, and yeah, we have only, let's have a look, 7.4 seconds of reload time. That's really pretty fast. And now I'm rushing on the object 263. Actually, this tank is also a rival of the Badger, because the object 263 is also insane. But in my opinion, the Badger got the better frontal armor. Here we go, shot blocked by a TD, guys, a 210 TD. Also, mediums have no chance or have huge problems to penetrate our frontal armor. So I'm gonna push now on the TVP and finish him. So it's really so fun playing with this vehicle. It's just too OP. And I hope that Wargaming will not buff this tank or nerf it, just leave it like that, like it is. It's just perfect like that. And yeah, just spam this vehicle. It's a secret tip right now if you want to have a high win rate. Who knows, maybe the next days, in the next updates, they will do something with this tank. Maybe this tank got nerfed, for example, less CPM or less armor. And yeah, let's use this opportunity right now. Just a tip from me, spam this tank if you have it. If you don't have it, buy it, and trust me, you will win a lot of battles. And yeah, it's just insane, just too OP. That was the Badger, the tier 10 British tank destroyer, and also at the same time the best performing TD in the game, and also the best performing tier 10 tank right now in the game. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you soon in the next one, guys.